But one of the funniest and most humorous and most John stories I've got, we had a small accident out on South Boulder Road. And it was in the morning hours on the weekday, so there's a lot of rush hour traffic. And my friend unwillingly had to take the officer in charge position, so he was in charge of this whole scene. And he turned around and looked, and there was John directing traffic for the fire department. And he was doing a great job, other than the fact that he's about ready to have 3 different directions come in at the same time. So my friend Mike ran over and was like, "John, you're doing a great job, but what I really need, and he turned around, is I need those weeds there pulled right now." And John looked at him, got a big grin, and went, "Okay," and started pulling weeds. Turned around, looked at him like, "Boss, I got your back. We're pulling weeds."
John was the kind of person who always brought you smiles. On his bike at 4 a.m. to ride another 100 miles. "Where are you going, John boy?" "Oh, I'm off to see my friends." "Who? Where? What are their names?" The list just never ends. "Home with donuts and coffee, most mornings around 7. I hope they have bacon, eggs, and toast for you up there in heaven." Not wind, rain, sleet, or snow would ever slow John down. His bags were always bursting with trash from all over town. His pockets always full of the most interesting things: baseballs, golf balls, lottery tickets, gift cards, coins, and string. He must have a lot of girlfriends. He bought perfume all the time. Giving flowers, cards, and gifts to all, never asking for a dime. With every picture in the paper, "Look, I'm famous," he would say. If he only knew how true that was, would really make his day. His selfless acts of kindness, from Louisville to Lafayette, be like Jesus for the people. You're everyone's angel, we'll never forget.
It's obvious on the faces of those who came to remember 57-year-old John Breaux.
Everybody knew him. He was a part of the city.
A city he loved to keep clean, as he would ride his bicycle and pick up cans, trash, and pretty much whatever he could find. John was always willing to lend a helping hand.
He never had anything bad to say about anybody, or he never did anything bad in his whole life. And all he did his whole life was help people. I'm trying to miss him. I can't believe it's already 57. It's just not fair. Just go out and help people. Apparently it has a way of multiplying.
It was on the sides of the road where people noticed John. He was always picking up trash.
You knew that he was always around because all the streets were clean. Like, if you look around, everything has been clean.
John, on behalf of Outrageous Love and Flatirons Community Church.
Thank you, that's mine.
This is your bike, buddy.
Wow, dang. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
That's mine.
It's a nice bike, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. So enjoy. I know that you ride around your bike a lot. Okay?
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
What do you think, John?
Man, I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, man.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
When John got home from a day of pedaling around the county, Lori, his sister-in-law, would ask him a series of questions, always getting the same answer. "Where's your coat?" "I gave it to a friend." "Where's your hat?" "Gave it to a friend." "Where are your gloves?" "I gave them to a friend." "Which friend?" "They're all my friends." And if you ask him why do you do it, John? Why do you pick up all the trash? Why do you take coffees to those ladies? Why do you put people's papers on their porches? Why do you go to church, all the services, and pick up all the papers? And why do you clean up messes that other people have made? Why do you give your money away? Why do you give your coat away? Why are you always helping everybody else? And here's what he would say. This probably won't make the papers or the news clips, but here's his answer, and I quote, "I need to be like Jesus for the people." I love hearing that story of John over When he was over at Albertsons, someone asked him if he was the most popular person in Lafayette. He said, no, I'm not. He pulled out a picture of Jesus that he always had in his pocket and said, he is. Whatever your understanding of Jesus is, great or little, try to be like him. What's that mean? I don't know. How about this? Follow John's example as he followed the example of Jesus. What do you mean? Smile at people more. Wave at complete strangers. Push the grocery cart inside that somebody else left out in the parking lot, even though it's not your job. Open the door for the mom with the stroller, and try not to run over her on the sidewalk. If you see somebody that needs help, help them. Don't ask questions. If you need something if you see something that needs picked up, pick it up. If you have an extra coat or blue jeans, give them away to somebody that didn't have any. Call more people your friend. Pray for people who make mistakes, even tragic ones, and forgive quickly. Carry a picture of Jesus in your pocket more often. Bring home donuts more often to people that you love, and deliver coffee to coworkers for no other reason except I was just thinking about you. And I don't know if that'll change the world, but it's a start. Correction, it's continuing what John already started. But in an hour, we'll all go to lunch and we'll all go back to our lives. Just don't go back to the same life. Because he changed us. Thanks for sharing John with us. By show of hands, how many people were ever waved at by John? Just remember this position, because as John leaves, let's just wave at him. All right?
Be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in